All right. I just want this to be recorded. When so I had been meditating for quite a number of years, and I had really, really wonderful experiences in meditation, began to feel physical sensations, vibration. It started small and it built over the years. And by the time I was to the point of my therapist telling me to look up what it meant to be an empath, I was literally being touched by spirit during my meditations. I didn't know that. They were trying to get my attention. And I was having really, really out there experiences, but I think that some of those religious dogmatic beliefs of childhood still kind of had me in their grip, and I wasn't able to just let go and allow the whole thing to happen until I finally could. And I think that the healing that I did through therapy and my own personal work, being facilitated by therapy, and allowed me, and then diving into the metaphysical world on the computer, it just opened everything up. So I began channeling my guides in January. Went into meditation one day, laid my phone on my chest, and just started to repeat, let the words come, let the words come, let the words come. And all of a sudden, I felt, I describe it like Roger Rabbit. When Roger Rabbit's face expands like that, I felt this pressure behind my face, and I felt this vibrating in my jaw, and all of a sudden I just started to speak. And Kelly was up here. Kelly was listening. Kelly could hear everything, and I could even blurt stuff out, but there was a cadence and a rhythm to the communication that was coming through that wasn't me. And it blew my mind. I'm going to just say that it blew my mind. I knew that I was on a path to wanting to become a medium. I had a beautiful guide in spirit, who was a young woman who was the daughter of a coworker who passed. I had never met her in life, but I certainly know her very well in spirit. And she was really, really knocking on my door, trying to edge me along to get me to develop to the point that I needed to develop to be able to do a mediumship reading for her mother. She wanted to talk to her mom. And so I started channeling my guides, and every time that I did that, I'd lay my phone and I would press the record button and I would record it. And I call those downloads, when the guides give me a download of information. Now it's easy for me to do that. I can shift into doing that in just a minute. It's really quite remarkable, to be honest. And they've had me in training. They've actually had me do things like drive the car and channel, just because they want me to feel what it feels like to be able to focus on what's going on here, and also to have that communication coming through. And it was pretty wild. But anyway, so I did my first mediumship reading in March. So January, February, March. And my guides gave me a beautiful download before I did that. And I did multiple readings over the year, finding my way, learning my path, learning how to do that, thinking that was what my calling was. I know now that it's not. It's a small part of what my calling is. This is a lot, and I know it's a lot for people. And so I say to everybody that I talk with, particularly that is new at all to me and new to, beginning to open their minds to think about reality and the world in a little different way, I say, test it in your heart. If it doesn't resonate, you're a what?